The slave ship burned in silence, not with flame, with vacuum. Metal tore open like paper. Light flashed once, then everything went dark. Rax was chained to the deck when the hull split. He felt the pull first, a hard tug on his spine, a scream stolen from his chest. The chains saved him. They snapped tight and bit into the deck. The force ripped his shirt. It ripped skin, but it did not rip him free. Across the cargo bay, the royal shuttle lay broken. Not a shuttle anymore, just wreckage welded to the slaver ship by twisted luck. Inside that wreckage lay Queen Paralyzed of Thane. She could not move. Her spine had been shattered in the first impact. Her guards were dead. Her throne was gone. Her crown floated beside her like a useless ring of gold. Rax saw her through the shattered viewport. She was alive. Her eyes were open. They were steady. They met his. No scream, no command. Just a look. The ship groaned again. The hull was failing fast. Rax knew this sound. He had heard it before, on mines, on transports, on other slave ships. Seconds left. He tore at the chain anchor with bleeding hands. The bolt was half sheared from the explosion. He wrapped the chain around his forearm, pulled. The bolt screamed. Metal bent, then broke. He flew free and slammed into the wall. Pain flared. He ignored it. He kicked off toward the shuttle wreck. No one told him to do this. No one ordered him. Slaves did not save queens. Humans did. He smashed through the viewport with his shoulder. Glass crystals cut his face. He did not stop. Inside the wreck, gravity was gone. The queen floated in her ruined crash chair. Her legs lay wrong. Still, Rax grabbed her harness, tried to pull her free. She did not help. She could not. Her eyes never left his. The wreck twisted. The slaver ship split fully now. Air fled in a roaring ghost. Rax wrapped the queen in his own chain, looped it around her chest and waist. Not tight, secure. He kicked for the whole tear. The force took them. They slammed onto the outer hull of the slaver ship. Metal scraped bone. Stars burned cold above them. The ship spun. Debris rained past. Rax dug his fingers into a torn seam. One hand, then the other. The queen dragged behind him. Dead weight. Royal mass and broken spine. His arms burned. His lungs screamed. There was no air. Only will he pulled. Inch by inch. Blood froze in silver threads behind him. The hull plates were jagged. Each pull tore skin. Each breathless second cost him something. The queen watched. She saw his hands break. She saw his jaw clench. She saw a slave refuse to let go. They reached the emergency pod bay. The bay doors were half open. One pod remained. Rax hooked the chain into the frame, dragged the queen inside, then fell in after her. He slapped the seal. The pod closed. Air slammed back into his lungs. Pain arrived all at once. He laughed once, then passed out. Rax woke to white light, not the harsh white of a cell, not the glare of interrogation. Soft white. He tried to move, failed. Panic rose, then settled when he realized he was not chained. He lay on a medical slab, wrapped in synth skin, fed by tubes. A presence stood beside him. Queen Era. She stood in a frame of metal and light. A spinal rig. Elegant, terrible. Her legs were still. Her posture was regal anyway. "You are awake," she said. Her voice was calm, measured, unbroken. Rax tried to sit. Could not. "Do not strain," she said. "You were nearly dead." He laughed weakly. "Still am. Just slower." Her mouth twitched. Almost a smile. "You saved my life," she said. Rax stared at the ceiling. "So, no one has ever done that," she said. "Someone would have," he said. "She is queen." "They would have tried to save themselves," she said. "You did not." He closed his eyes. "I am human." She studied him for a long time. "What is your name?" she asked. "Rax," he said. "Property mark H749. That mark is void," she said. He opened his eyes. She raised a small device, tapped it once. The room chimed. "By royal authority," she said, "I dissolve your bond." Silence followed. Rax waited for the trick, for the catch. It did not come. "I do not understand," he said. "You paid a price," she said. "So did I, freedom answers freedom." He swallowed. "I cannot walk," she continued. "I cannot fight. I cannot even stand without this frame." She stepped closer, each motion precise, controlled. "But I can rule," she said, "and I can remember." Rax felt something break inside him. Not pain, something old. "Why me?" he asked. She looked away. "When I was dragged across that hull," she said, "I understood something." He waited. "I was helpless," she said. "Not because I was weak, but because I depended on systems, guards, titles." She faced him again. "You had nothing," she said. "No power, no status, no future." She leaned closer. "And yet you acted." Rax said nothing. "You remind me," she said, "of what strength truly is." Rax left the medical wing 3 weeks later. He walked out. On his own feet. The scars stayed. They always would. The palace gates opened for him, then closed behind him. Freedom felt strange. Too wide, too quiet. A royal shuttle waited. He turned away. The queen watched from a balcony. Her frame gleamed in the sun. "You do not have to leave," she said, overcome. "I do," he replied. "Why?" she asked. He thought for a moment. "Because if I stay," he said, "I become something else." She accepted that. "Then take this," she said. A data chip arrived in his hand. "Legal identity," she said. "Credits. Passage anywhere." He nodded. "Thank you," he said. She hesitated. "Rax," she said. "Yes, when history tells this story," she said. "They will call you a hero." He smiled faintly. "They can call me whatever they want," he said. "I am free." The shuttle lifted. The queen watched until it vanished. Then she turned back to her throne and began dismantling slavery across her empire, because a human slave once dragged a broken queen across a dead ship's hull and reminded the stars what humanity meant.